Xin chào and good morning Vietnam. Finally here after the travel woes at Heathrow Airport. If you haven't seen the video, go and check that out. It was a lot of hassle getting here, but we're finally here now and we're ready to explore. Now, pay no attention to the potentially random outfit changes throughout the course of this video. It may take a few days to film it while I randomly succumb to jet lag, but having said that, let's get out onto the streets, into the hustle and bustle, and try not to get killed by a moped. Let's go. After about 30 minutes of constant near-death experiences, we've arrived in a park, not just any park, Lenin Park. Now, as you may or may not know, Vietnam is a socialist republic, and it's not unusual to see the communist flag, the hammer and sickle, flags, t-shirts, even by Hoan Kiem Lake yesterday. Alongside the Vietnam star, you see the hammer and sickle. Beside me here, Vladimir Lenin, just hanging out in Hanoi like you do. Right, no Soviet mosaics around to accompany Lenin, so onwards. Towards this tower in the distance. Let's go. If I haven't mentioned it yet, this is my first time in Asia. And my first impression is, if you like traffic, this is the place for you. Right, after being kicked out the tower, and unfortunately the military museum's closed, I was looking forward to messing about with some tanks and aeroplanes, but never mind. We're now in the Imperial Citadel of Tan Long, and I remembered that in one take. Dates back to the 11th century. Let's go and have a look around. You may have noticed on the way in the presence of a couple of dragons and a couple more over there. Now, I don't know whether that's a permanent fixture or whether it's for the new year, 2024, which is the year of the dragon. Trying to figure out how to get up the top at the minute. It's not immediately obvious, or maybe it is and I'm just being stupid, which is entirely possible. Forgot to mention that it cost 70,000 dong to come in here, which is about £2.10, something like that. There is signs in English. I'm not going to read them all to you, but I can tell you they were kindly paid for by the Australian government, because there's a sign near the door that said so. This guy behind me is the giant precious sapphire turtle, one of the holy beasts, says the sign next to him. In the Citadel, much like Hoan Kiem Lake yesterday, which, if you haven't seen it, I posted a little short or a reel of. Check that out after this video. There's lots of people wearing what I presume to be traditional dress and taking their what I presume to be Instagram photos everywhere. Tradition meets new. It's probably only going to take you about 30 minutes to walk around here. £2.10p or whatever it was. Isn't that bad, not for me anyway. I guess for local people it's a bit more on the pricey side. 1 point the Citadel was taken over by the French, which I'm probably obliged to say something bad about given that I'm English, but I'll hold fire for now. That's all from Tan Long onward to Outtake Lake. Let's go. Right, after a bit of lunch by the lake, now back going for a walk again, and just so you know I wasn't messing around when I said I saw the hammer and sickle flying. There he is right there. No matter how peaceful something might look here, it's always accompanied by the sound of traffic and inevitable beeping horns. This is the Tran Quoc Pagoda, which I'm almost certainly saying wrong. There's a sign outside that says don't wear shorts, despite the fact that there's currently a dozen people walking in wearing shorts. It also says cover your shoulders. So we're covering both the bases here to break the rules, but I don't think they care that much. Do you want to go in? I'm not bothered. Alright. Well, no one seemed to mind, and it is pretty stunning architecturally in there. How's rush hour where you live? I bet it's not as bad as here. We gotta go for a walk through the city now to reach the next place I want to see. I might show you some clips, or I might just continue to mutter and swear under my breath at the traffic coming at me. We'll see. See you in a minute. Down to have a look at these railway arches which have been decorated. They seem to have been made into a makeshift badminton court for the local kids. Can't blame them, it's not like there's anywhere else to play around here. Across the street I can see something, I wouldn't say it's a mystery meat because I think it's pretty easy to work out what it is. And it looks like a Jack Russell, I'll leave it at that. That's enough traffic for one day. Gonna go back now and have a very long shower, and then we'll come back out tonight when apparently they shut everything down. Not today, brother. Back out onto the mean streets of Hanoi. Thus far we've escaped death by moped, but there's no guarantees. We're on our way to see a train. And those of you that know have probably already worked out what's about to happen. Those of you that don't know what's about to happen, stay tuned, because it's probably going to get even more dangerous than the bloody mopeds. Now made it to the infamous train street of Hanoi, or at least one section of it. The section in the old court seemed very busy last night, so we've come to another one. The address was actually suggested by Atlas Obscuro, and there's barely anyone here. We've got a beer, we're waiting for it to arrive. See you in a second. Coming to Hanoi and you want the coordinates to come to this place where it's a little bit quieter and there isn't as many people around, I'll put a link down below to Google Maps. It's a miracle. They've closed the roads to cars and mopeds, thankfully. No more risking your life every 10 yards. Let's go and have a look around the old quarter. Just to clarify, there isn't some kind of incident going on. They do this every weekend, 7 o'clock onwards. Unfortunately, we missed the start of the 8 PM Zumba class. Maybe next time. Some very affluent looking hotels back there, along with a very out-of-place looking cathedral. Don't worry, I haven't gone back to Europe just yet. I presume that's something to do with the French. That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps more people see it. Subscribe for more travel adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. I nearly got shat on there. Inches from being shat on by a pigeon there.